For me, shoes aren't just form and function, but they can be a powerful expression of who you are and where you're at in any given season. For me, this past week, our third kiddo came into the world, and as I think about that, I'm just really, really thankful. Everyone is happy, everyone is healthy, and when you think about what are the things that we need in life, I can't ask for anything more than my kids being happy and everyone just being healthy and being able to just be together. But what I've learned about life is that life is just full of changes. It's sometimes slow, it's sometimes fast, but it's definitely for sure. Now that I'm a dad thrice over, I've become more and more into shoes that not only reflect my aesthetic tastes, but also something that really fits my needs and fits kind of what I need to do on a daily basis. There's often a joke or a meme that goes around that some sneakers are really just appealing to dads. They're called dad shoes. And what's so interesting is that I think that's not a diss, that's not a slight. I think dad shoes gain that reputation because of good things. And today I want to talk about the king of the dad shoe here in 2021. This sneaker right here. The Bodega New Balance 990 V3, here to stay 15th anniversary edition. Hey, what's up YouTube? I am Minzu Choi. I'm a filmmaker and a lover of sneakers. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to this video. So glad that you're here. Thank you so much for your support and your attention. I have a very special shoe to show you today. It's this shoe right here. This is the Bodega New Balance collaboration, the 990 V3 15th anniversary edition. And it's all about celebrating the dad shoe. So what's the story on this particular sneaker? Why am I so excited about it? Well, it's two of my favorite brands in the sneaker industry. First of all, you got New Balance, which is a storied sneaker brand. Ever since their inception, they've created sneakers that push the boundaries of technology, of comfort, of design, and they've always been a part of the higher end sneaker market. People don't realize this about New Balance, but they kind of started off as a premium brand, and they've kind of kept that consistency throughout the years. Their 99X series of sneakers is their flagship line. We have a particular example of that here today. This is the 990 V3, first released in 2012, the third iteration in the 990 series. And we're gonna dive into some of the details that make this sneaker really, really wonderful. Then you got Bodega. Bodega is a high-end streetwear brand based in Boston. What I love about Bodega, first of all, is they have a mantra called hidden in plain sight. They like to be incognito, and it's reflected in their brick and mortar flagship store, which is hidden behind like a grocery front, which is really, really cool. What I love about Bodega is that they really value community and their loyal customers. And over the years, they've done collaborations with different brands like Saucony and Reebok and Nike and New Balance, and they've always shown up with just heat. And what I love about what they do is they go the extra mile to make sure that they're fighting against bots and resellers. Let me show you a couple of their most recent collaborations. First of all, these are the Bodega Nike Dunk High Legends, and I really have a special place in my heart for these sneakers. And then their last New Balance collaboration was on the 997S. I really love these sneakers as well. They're just incredible. I think the color is amazing. These are better days ahead. It's a mantra that I've kind of held on to during this season of COVID and pandemic. And so it's a sneaker that I've worn a lot. They're just workhorses, and I love these sneakers so much. But Bodega's latest collaboration with New Balance, their first made in US pair of New Balance 990 V3s, might be their best yet. and I'm excited to share with you my thoughts on this sneaker. So let's dive in and kind of unpack what this sneaker is all about. As we dive into the sneaker, what's really important is to understand that New Balance really integrates all of their greatest technologies into their flagship line, the 990 line. This is the 990 version 3, and there's been different iterations over the years. The version 3 came out in 2012, and it is one of my favorite designs in the 990 line. I think it really made some leaps and bounds compared to version 2. And keep in mind, this is a made in US pair, meaning it gets a lot more love than the standard mass-produced New Balance sneaker. Okay, so the first thing that you may notice about this particular sneaker is the upper. The design of it, as well as the material choices. It's predominantly a dark olive color, and it's made in this really soft premium suede. You also have a nubuck panel that goes across the side of the toe box right here. The key feature of the 990B3 is the introduction of this mesh. New Balance wanted to create a much more breathable sneaker, and so that's why you have these large sections or panels. And when you cup the entire upper, it moves around very, very freely. And I think that's a feature of the made in US quality. There's just a lot of premium materials being used on the upper, and it just allows the upper to really conform to your feet. And I've had these on feet. They're incredibly comfortable. Some of the defining features of the upper is this, the New Balance N logo in that gray. I really love this small little detail of the orange eyelets. I think that's a really cool touch. There's really no orange elsewhere except inside of the sneaker, but I'll get to that in a second. But I really love that hit of orange. I've tied these sneakers up with blue laces. They also come with tan as well as dark olive laces as well. I think the blue is just a nice complement to the overall color scheme of the sneaker. The back of the sneaker is also interesting to me. It has the Made in USA logo on the top part of the heel tab. You have Bodega also in the midsection. You have the years, 2006 on the left sneaker, as well as 2021 on the right. This signifies Bodega's inception in 2006, as well as their 15 years in the business. The sock liner of the sneaker is in this teal colorway, and the actual insole is orange. And the right insole has 15 years, signifying Bodega's time in the industry. And then on the right is the logo of New Balance and Bodega. So if you love sneakers and you're talking about New Balances, the conversation always goes to the midsole and outsole areas. New Balance really does a great job with their midsoles and outsoles. Let's start with the midsole. The midsole is a really cool design. It's this absorb midsole that has this off-white or cream color that also runs the entire length of the sneaker. It has that same material in a darker gray on the back end of the sneaker. I really like that. In between the absorb midsole is this end cap portion of the midsole, which is an EVA core, which it gives more strength and rigidity. On the back of the sneaker, you see this brown section right here. That's the New Balance TPU heel counter. It just gives more support and rigidity to the back of the sneaker to really cup your feet to give it more stability. The outsole itself is really, really cool. You get this gum rubber on the outer area of the outsole. You have this blue rubber on the forefront. You have this gray section on the back, and then in the middle is the exposed carbon fiber shank plate that gives stability to the sneaker. So a lot of technology goes into the midsole outsole area to give you a fantastic feel and fit on this pair of sneakers. So let's talk about quality and craftsmanship of this pair of sneakers. One of the questions that I had as I was anticipating this pair was, are you going to notice the difference in price when you think about quality and the craftsmanship of the sneaker? And as I've kind of thoroughly examined these and as I've had these on feet, I can say definitely that these are worth the price tag. the made in US kind of line of New Balances are New Balance's most premium sneakers, and you can definitely feel them on feet. You can definitely see it in the details. What I love about what Bodega and New Balance has done here is that they've made a very incognito, subtle sneaker. I love Bodega's tagline, hidden in plain sight. This feels like an elegant, not too flashy, not too loud sneaker. It has premium qualities that are in these really earth tone, subtle colors, and the various shades and the hits of orange and teal just really make these sneakers feel and look really beautiful. And I really love how they use different materials and utilize kind of the silhouette, the unique silhouette of 990 V3 to its full potential. Here are my final thoughts on the Bodega New Balance 990 V3. I think it's a perfect way to celebrate Bodega. I think it really shows off New Balance's vibe and what they're going for in their sensibilities and their design choices. It's a modern sneaker that has all of the bells and whistles, has all the technologies. It's super comfortable. It's something that you love wearing every single day. And in a lot of ways, it really demonstrates kind of the heritage and the story and the lineage that New Balance has created over the years. It's a hallmark sneaker. I think they're making more 990 V3s nowadays with different collaborators. Aesthetically, it's one of my favorite 990s. I really love the version 3. I love the version 1 and 2. I like the version 3s more than the version 5s, and I'm so glad that they chose this silhouette as their base. In the beginning of this video, I kind of shared about how life continues to change for me. I'm a family man now. I have 3 kids. What I like, what I'm into has changed drastically over the last 10, 15 years. But there's things in life that are core, that they kind of just follow alongside you throughout whatever season. I can see a pair of these sneakers just following me throughout my life. This is something that's not going to go out of style easily for me. It's something that I would be happy to wear day in and day out. And so I just have nothing but love for these sneakers. I have nothing but respect and adoration for New Balance and Bodega. I love how they just create their concepts of sneakers, and they've done a killer job on these. So that's all I really wanted to say. If you like the vibe of this channel, consider subscribing. If you like this particular review, hit that like button. But most importantly, please leave a comment below. Love dialoguing with all of you. Thank you so much. I'll catch you in the next video. Peace.